Hello and welcome to the third tutorial in the series that I've written for the Big Glossy, and the full article is also on my website at alltechplus.com. In this article we actually look at using Word and Excel together to create a customized letter or a mail merged letter. The files that you need are actually on my shop website, shop.alltechplus.com, and you can download them for free. Okay, if you're following the steps in my article, one of the first things that it asks you to do once you've got the draft letter opened is to go ahead and replace the green highlighted information with your own information. I'm going to do that now. So where it says my new address and all those ones there, I'm just going to replace that with my address, and I'm going to make the other changes further down in the letter as well. Okay, so you can see that I've put my own address in there, and I've also changed the bits here and here and here, which were formerly highlighted in green. Now hopefully if you've been following the instructions, you've already created your Excel spreadsheet, which should look a little bit like this. So in the first row there you've got recipient's name, RADRA 1, RADRA 2, 3, 4, postcode, greeting name, account number reference, sort code, and so on. And then in rows 2, 3, 4 and so on, you should have put in your own details of the people that you want to send the letter to. Now it's quite important that once you've got the spreadsheet complete, that you actually close it, because we're going to use it with this Word document in a moment to replace all the yellow highlighted stuff. So the next thing we need to do then, in order to do that, is go to our Mailings tab in Microsoft Word, and we're looking for Start Mail Merge, and the option that you want is the step-by-step Mail Merge Wizard, which if you select that, you should notice that there is a pane that's opened up on the right hand side. Okay, for the main part, it's fairly easy because we're using the wizard, and we can just go through some of the steps. We've done most of the work already, so we can click on Next, Starting Document, and we'll tell it that we're going to use the current document. So we can Next again to select Recipient, and this is where we use the existing list, which in our case is the Microsoft Excel document, and we need to browse for that Excel document and find just where we've saved it. So if I just go up, it's in my Big Glossy Stuff folder, and I've called it Addresses for Mail Merge, and if I just click on Open, and it'll always come up with this box here, which you can just simply click OK on, and then on the next one you should be able to see your data there from your spreadsheet, and again you can just click on OK on that one. So we've actually connected the Excel document to the Word document, so what we're able to do now is to go ahead and replace our yellow highlights. So I'm just going to highlight the first one there, which is recipient's name, and then the part that we're looking for is Insert Merge Field, and you can see that these are all the headings which were in our first row of Excel, and because we've given them fairly sensible names, it should be fairly easy to replace the yellow highlights in our letter. So the first one is recipient's name, and you can see that it puts these like double arrows at the side of it, which shows that it's a field from somewhere else. We'll do the same with address 1, address 2, and so on. Okay, so you can see that I've replaced all my yellow highlights with the fields, but the yellow highlighting is still on, so I'm just going to turn the yellow highlighting off because that's not really desirable. That was just really to show you where you needed to make your own changes. And it's fairly easy just to turn that off. Okay. Now we're ready to check to see if it actually works. So without further ado, we just click on Preview Results, and you can see here that my first record is Barclays Bank, and if I read the letter, Dear Sir or Madam, blah blah blah, and then it says to enable you to update your records, which was a part of the standard text, but you can see that it's put in the account reference number and the sort code, and then the above information is pertaining to a current account I hold with you, which was the extra info text. We can check to see what it looks like for the other records by using the record selectors. So there's one for e-mobile phones. You can see on this one there isn't actually a sort code, because obviously it's not a bank account, so it looks a little bit odd. Now there are ways around that, and that's by using one of these rules, but that's really beyond the scope of this tutorial. So if you do want to learn how to do more, either experiments or book yourself a lesson and either come and see me or I can come and see you, and we can go through the advanced mail merge topics if you wish. And then here we are for record 3. Now this one was to a friend of mine, made up friend, John Gunn, and it says Dear John there, and obviously for this one we wouldn't want that stuff there, and probably not that stuff either. So again, this is where these rule things could come in, but no matter. So that appears to be working, so we'll just go back to the first record and turn the preview off, and our next step is to actually put the date in there, which is the pink text, and to do that we just go to Insert, and then you're looking for date and time, and the date and time appears when I maximised the window. I had it slightly smaller just for the purpose of this video, so you can see date and time is there, and I get to choose how I want the date formatting. I nearly always use the full one there, and then just click on OK, and obviously we don't want it in a pink highlight anymore, so I'll just sort that out, turn the highlighting off, and the final thing is if you scanned your signature in, you can include it there. Okay, now that everything's done, all you need to do is do finish and merge, and if you do print documents, you can tell it to print them all. In this case there were 3, or you can pick a specific one. If you just wanted to print the one that's currently showing, current record, or if you just wanted to print the first 2, you can do the first 2, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've learnt something.